Hey, so I want to talk to you about some productivity ideas. I think they'll be really helpful. The earlier you learn them, the better you can perform and start to organize your life. So the first one I wanted to talk about is Parkinson's law. Okay, this is it's a psychological observation law, whatever you want to call it, and the idea is that the work that we do expands to the time that we allow for it. Okay? So this is what this means is that if you know you have 4 hours to do something, the chances are that you will take the whole 4 hours to do that thing. Not that you'll actually spend 4 hours doing it. Oh no. No, 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 no. But the fact that you know you've got 4 hours to do something means that your your most base self, your human nature will kick in. See, this has to be disciplined out of you or kept on top of. That instinct will kick in that says, well, I don't have to do it now because I've got 4 hours. And you're kind of working through it thinking, I can do it in 30 minutes, so that's fine. Or you're thinking, well, you don't want to do it. So you're just pushing it away and pushing it away until there's absolutely no time left to put it off. And then you have to cram it. So that's Parkinson's law in a nutshell, that work expands to the time that you allow for it. Here's 4 hours, your work will expand into 4 hours to do that thing. Or, you have an essay or you have something to hand in or a project, you have a month to do it. Well, the probability says that you're going to do it in that last week or the last few days or that last day or that last night or right up until the 9 a.m. deadline, all through the night, the final night. And it's important to understand Parkinson's law, because what it's saying is if you don't set yourself any deadlines besides the final deadline, we don't have anything tangible to grasp onto except that final deadline. So we just let it go and go and go and go until we're about to have a mental breakdown and we have to do the thing, or else there's going to be consequences. So what this leads into, this knowing Parkinson's law doesn't change anything per se. What this leads into is starting to understand mini deadlines for work, for whatever you're doing. So if something is due in a month, then you need to start to plan in advance. What am I going to get done today? What do I want to get done this week? What do I want to get done by the halfway point? What do I want to get done by the third week? And so that's kind of how goal setting works. You have this big goal or a big deadline, and then you work backwards and break it down into smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller pieces until you're comfortable with doing a small piece. If you exercise at all or anything like that, if I said, okay, I want you to do 200 burpees, well, guess what? Dread just sets in because you think, oh, that sounds horrific. And if you have 200 burpees, now this isn't about time necessarily anymore, but this is about breaking things down. If you have 200 burpees, then and you don't have any mini deadlines or mini goals in those 200, then it'll make the middle section from 2 to 199 just horrific the entire time, because your brain doesn't have anything to latch on to or work towards besides 200. Okay, so but if I said let's do 10 burpees every minute on the minute for 20 sets, that's a bit more bearable, because you can think, all right, I can do 10, I can reset, I can do another 10, I can reset, I can do another 10, And it goes on. And before you know it, you'll have done 200 in a way less taxing mentally, and it's going to be taxing physically, but way less mentally taxing manner than if you were just working straight through 200. So I want to get that in your head, give you something to think about, and we can talk about setting goals and mini deadlines.